Let's talk love and life, shall we? With 40 to 50 million men and women online looking for love, they're bound to run into some problems. There are predators, there are scammers, and so-called catfish out there, and lots of people have been catfished or had a near miss with one. So here to help sort it all out and explain what catfishing is Bela Gandhi, founder of the Smart Dating Academy. And Bela, catfish, what the heck is a catfish?
We're here to harpoon the catfish
yes,
today,
did you like
right?
that?
I love that.
What does that mean?
A catfish is a person that's trying to lure you into falling in love with them by taking on another identity.
So they're faking it.
They're faking it big time.
So, I mean, really and truly, how often does this happen?
It happens more often than you think. I have worked with some pretty smart, successful people nationwide that have been the victims or near victims of catfish. So you got to know what to look out for, and there are some clear and telltale signs.
All right, why don't you tell us what the red flags are?
Number one, if you get a photo of somebody, if you see it online and this person emails you and it's too good to be true, I mean, it's a complete knockout, someone that realistically you know probably isn't going to be that into, that's a big red flag that this could potentially be a scam. Too good to be true is always too good to be true.
Okay, what else?
So the next thing is if somebody says that they live far out of state, that should be another red flag. Dating's hard enough in your own city versus if somebody from the UK is contacting you, you should definitely be wary of that.
It's just too weird.
It's so, why would that happen?
Why wouldn't there be somebody right there in London or someplace you could date?
If we're talking about Chicago, there are millions of single people in this city.
Here. All right, and then they want you to get off the dating site sometimes, is that true?
Absolutely. Now, think about why that is. Immediately, because the dating sites, if you're a scammer and you're still on a site, on a Match or an eHarmony, they can monitor your correspondences because you're a registered user. So what catfishers will almost immediately try to do is take it off to personal email, so nobody's monitoring your correspondences anymore. That's another big red flag.
All right, and they also maybe don't want to necessarily meet right away, too? Is that part of it?
Oh, yeah, they definitely don't want to meet, which is why they're going to say that they're far away.
Right, yeah, okay.
They make it hard to actually meet each other. And one of the other things is they want to get really serious really quickly. They start to ask you lots and lots of questions. Tell me everything about you. And they're looking for more and more details to be able to hook you in. And sometimes intrusive questions.
And all this is online.
This is all happening online, or they can take it to the phone. But one of the biggest red flags with this is if you said, hey, you know what? I'd love to put a face to a name. How about we Skype tonight? Oh, you know what? My internet connection's bad. I'm sorry, Corey, I can't Skype with you. That's a definite red flag that you might be being catfished.
Let me ask you this. In your experience, do you have one in mind you can think of, you can tell us about an example of somebody you've worked with who has been catfished by somebody along these lines and what it was like?
Yeah, there's a lovely client that we have in Chicago who started corresponding with someone who was overseas, and this was before she started working with us. And they talked on the phone every day, and she was falling more and more in love with this guy on a daily basis. So now he had bought a ticket to come to Chicago to finally come and see her, and he calls her from the airport and says, there's been a terrible accident. I need $20,000, and can you wire it to me immediately? And it was at that point that she said, hang on a second, I'm being played. But it took that long for that to happen.
And she must have felt really foolish afterwards, right?
And it took a long time for her to get over because she'd really fallen for this guy.
Oh, man.
Terrible, terrible stuff.
Catfish, stay away from them.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Harpoon.
Harpoon. Don't want to be a harpoon. We're going to harpoon him.
You want to harpoon him or her.
I got it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Bella, great to talk to you.
Great to talk.